Hello, and welcome back to MotiveX English, the podcast where we learn real, everyday English in a fun, relaxed way. I'm Alex.
And I'm Maya. We're so happy you're here with us today. Whether you're listening on your commute, at home, or maybe even while you're studying, thank you for joining our learning community.
That's right. MotiveX is all about giving you the motive, the reason, the motivation to practice your English every day. And today, we're diving into a topic that is exciting, a little scary, and full of new words and experiences.
We're talking about college life, or maybe you call it university. For many of our listeners, thinking about college, applying to college, or just starting college can feel overwhelming. And if you're doing it in English, even more so.
Absolutely. So in this episode, we'll break it down. We'll talk about the application process, living on campus, attending classes, making friends, and all the fun and challenges in between. We'll use clear, simple language, repeat key phrases, and explain new vocabulary as we go.
And remember, you can always find the transcript for this episode on our website, motivexenglish.com, so you can read along. It's a great way to learn. Okay, Alex, let's start at the very beginning. Before you even get to college, there's a big step.
The first big step, applying to college.
So applying means you are asking to join, to be a student. You send them your information, and they decide yes or no. Alex, what are the main things you need to do when you apply to a college in, let's say, the United States or Canada?
Good question. The process can be long. First, you need to research colleges. To research means to look for information, to study about them. What do you want to study? That's your major, your main subject, like biology, business, computer science, English literature.
I studied psychology. That was my major.
And I majored in engineering. So you research colleges that have good programs in your major. Then you look at their requirements. Requirements are the things you must have or do. For example, a common requirement is a test called the SAT or the ACT.
Right. These are standardized tests. They check your general knowledge in math, reading, and writing. Many colleges want to see your SAT or ACT score. Another huge requirement is your high school transcript.
Let's explain that. High school is secondary school, usually for students aged 14 to 18. Your transcript is the official paper from your school. It lists all the classes you took and the grades you got. Grades are your scores, A, B, C, D, or F.
An A is excellent. An F is a fail. You did not pass. So colleges look at your transcript to see if you were a good student. They also ask for letters of recommendation.
Yes, this is when a teacher or a counselor, someone who knows you well, writes a letter about you. They talk about your personality, your hard work, your skills. It's a letter that recommends you, that says, this student is great, please accept them.
And then there is the personal essay or personal statement. This is maybe the most difficult part for many students. Alex, what is the personal essay?
It is an essay, a long written answer, where you tell the college about you, not your grades, but you, your story, your dreams, why you want to study at their college, what you can bring to their community. You have to write about 500 to 700 words. It's your chance to show your personality.
It can be stressful, but it's very important. Then you fill out the application form online. You enter all your personal information, your parents' information, your activities.
Activities means what you did outside of class. Were you on a sports team? Did you play football or basketball? Were you in a club, like a debate club, a science club, a music club? Colleges like to see students who are active, who have hobbies.
Exactly. And then you pay an application fee. A fee is a small amount of money. You pay it to process, to handle your application. And then you wait.
You wait for the acceptance letter or the rejection letter.
That's a hard word, rejection. It means no. They are not accepting you. It's okay. It happens to many people. You can apply to many colleges, so maybe one college says yes and another college says no.
That's right. And when you get that yes, that acceptance letter, it says, congratulations, you are accepted. You are in. That's a wonderful feeling. You become an accepted student. Then you have to decide, will you go? Will you enroll?
To enroll means to officially join, to put your name on the list. You say, yes, I am coming to your college this fall. Fall means September, the autumn season.
And then the next adventure begins, getting ready to go.
So you've been accepted, you've enrolled, now it's time to prepare. One of the biggest decisions is about housing. Where will you live?
For first-year students, freshmen, many colleges require you to live on campus.
On campus means on the college's property, in their buildings. The buildings where students live are called dormitories, or dorms for short.
And your room in a dorm is your dorm room. It's usually small. You often have a roommate.
A roommate is the person who shares the room with you. You might know your roommate, or it might be a total stranger. The college often matches roommates based on a questionnaire.
A questionnaire is a list of questions. Do you like to go to bed early or late? Are you messy or tidy? Do you like quiet or noise? They try to put similar people together.
But it's always an adventure. I remember my first roommate. She was very nice, but she loved very loud rock music, and I loved quiet classical music. We had to learn to compromise.
To compromise is a very important word for roommates. It means you both give a little. Maybe she listens to rock music with headphones sometimes, and you listen to your classical music with headphones sometimes. You find a middle way, so both people are happy.
Perfect explanation. So you get your roommate assignment, and then you get a list of what to bring. What are some typical things you bring to a dorm room?
Oh, let's make a list. Bedding. That means sheets, pillows, a blanket, or comforter. Most dorm beds are twin XL size, a little longer than a normal single bed. You bring towels for the shower.
You bring a shower caddy. A caddy is a small plastic basket to carry your soap, shampoo, and toothpaste to the bathroom. In many dorms, the bathroom is down the hall, shared by many students.
Right, it's a communal bathroom. Communal means for everyone, shared. You also bring clothes, of course, and things for your desk, a lamp, notebooks, pens, your laptop. A very important thing, an extension cord or power strip.
Yes, dorm rooms never have enough electrical outlets, the places in the wall where you plug in your phone or laptop. A power strip gives you more plugs.
Then, on a specific day, you move in. To move in means to bring all your things to your new room and start living there. It's a crazy busy day. There are parents and students carrying boxes, suitcases, and mini fridges everywhere.
Ah, the mini fridge, a small refrigerator for your room to keep drinks and snacks cold. Very important. And maybe a microwave to heat up food. After you move in, your parents usually leave, and that's the moment it feels real. You are on your own.
It's exciting and a little scary. You are independent now. But you're not alone. The college plans many orientation activities.
Orientation is a time, usually a week before classes start, to learn about the college, find your way around, and meet people. They give you a tour of the campus.
They show you the important buildings, the library, the student center where you can eat and hang out, the gym or recreation center, and the academic buildings where you will have class.
And you meet your RA.
RA stands for Resident Assistant. This is an older student who lives in your dorm. Their job is to help you. If you have a problem with your roommate, or you're homesick, or you just have a question, you can ask your RA. They are a great resource.
A resource is something you can use for help. Your RA is a human resource. The library is a learning resource. So orientation helps you get comfortable, and then the first day of classes arrives.
This is the main reason you are at college, to learn. But college classes are very different from high school classes. First, your schedule. In college, you don't have class from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day.
No, you create your own schedule. You choose the classes you want, and you choose the time slots, the times of day they happen. Some classes are Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 50 minutes. These are often called MWF classes.
And some are Tuesday and Thursday for an hour and a half. Those are TTH classes. You might have a class at 9 a.m., then your next class isn't until 2 p.m. That big space in between is your free time. You need to manage it wisely.
To manage your time is a key skill. You are responsible for yourself. No one will tell you to go to class or to do your homework. Let's talk about types of classes. The big lecture is very common, especially for first-year students.
A lecture is a class where a professor talks and the students listen and take notes. It can be in a big room called a lecture hall with 100, 200, even 500 students. The professor is at the front and you sit in rows of seats.
In a big lecture, you might also have a TA.
TA means teaching assistant. This is an older student, someone studying for their master's or PhD, who helps the professor. They might lead smaller discussion sections, grade papers, and answer students' questions.
Besides lectures, you also have seminars or discussion classes. These are much smaller, maybe 15 to 20 students. Everyone sits around a table and talks about the reading. You have to participate to give your opinion.
That can be intimidating for English learners, but it's great practice. Professors usually understand if you are shy. Just try to say one thing. They appreciate the effort.
Absolutely. Now, the person teaching the class is the professor. You call them professor, and then their last name, like Professor Smith. Sometimes just Dr. Smith if they have a doctorate degree. Never call them by their first name unless they ask you to.
Important cultural tip. Okay, you go to class. You need to take notes. This means writing down the important information the professor says. Some people use a notebook and pen. Some people use a laptop.
Outside of class, you have a lot of work to do. This is called homework or assignments. But in college, we often say, I have to do the reading, or I have a paper due.
The reading is the books, articles, or chapters the professor asks you to read before the next class. You must do it to understand the lecture and participate.
And a paper is a long essay, maybe 5, 10, or 20 pages long on a topic. When it is due, it means you must give it to the professor on that day.
And then there are exams, big tests. In the middle of the term, you might have midterm exams, and at the end, you have final exams. These are very important for your grade.
To prepare for all this work, you need a good place to study. Many students study in their dorm room, but sometimes your roommate is there or there is noise, so the library becomes a second home.
The library has different areas. There are quiet floors where you cannot talk at all, and there are group study rooms where you can work on a project with other students and talk.
Studying with other students is called forming a study group. It's very helpful. You can explain things to each other, share notes, and prepare for exams together. It's also a great way to make friends.
Which leads us perfectly to our next big topic.
College isn't just about studying. For many people, the social life, the friends you make are just as important. But how do you make friends when you're new and maybe shy?
The easiest way is through your dorm. Your floor, the people living near you, are all in the same situation. They're new, they want to make friends. Keep your door open when you are just hanging out. People will say hello.
Yes, an open door is an invitation. Also, eat in the dining hall, the big cafeteria for students. Don't always eat alone. If you see someone from your class or your dorm, ask, "Can I sit with you?" It's a simple question, but it starts a conversation.
Another great way is to join clubs or student organizations. Whatever you're interested in, soccer, chess, painting, volunteering, a cultural club, there is probably a club for it. Clubs are full of people who share your interest.
I joined the International Students Club and also the hiking club. I met my best friend in the hiking club. We loved nature, so we had an immediate connection.
That's perfect. Also, go to campus events. At the beginning of the year, there is often a club fair or activities fair. All the clubs have tables, you walk around, and you can sign up for their email lists. It's not a commitment, you are just showing interest.
And there are always parties and social events. The word party in college can mean different things. It could be a small dorm party in someone's room, or a big frat party.
Frat is short for fraternity. Fraternities for men and sororities for women are social organizations. Some students join them, they become members. They often live together in a big house and host parties.
It's a part of college culture in some places, especially in the US, but it is not for everyone. You should never feel pressured to go to a party or join a fraternity if you don't want to. There are many other ways to have fun.
Very true. Simple things like watching a movie in a friend's dorm room, going to a campus sporting event like a football game, or just getting coffee at the campus cafe are great ways to socialize.
The key is to put yourself out there. That means try new things, say yes to invitations, and be open to talking to new people. Everyone is a little nervous. A simple, "Hi, I'm Maya. I'm a freshman. What's your name?" can start everything.
And remember, friends become your support system. College can be stressful. You will have bad days. You might feel homesick. You miss your home, your family, your old friends. Or you might get a bad grade on a test. Good friends will listen and help you.
Exactly. You're building your own new family at college. But with all this social life and studying, you also have to think about practical things, like money.
Ah, yes, the not so fun but very necessary part. Let's talk about money. College is expensive. There's tuition.
Tuition is the money you pay for your classes and instruction. It is usually the biggest cost. Then there are fees for using the gym, the health center, and other services, and room and board.
Room and board means the cost of your dorm room, and your meal plan, board. A meal plan is a prepaid account for eating at the dining hall. You might have 10 meals per week or unlimited meals.
To pay for all this, many students get financial aid.
Financial aid is money to help you pay. It can be scholarships, free money you don't pay back, often for good grades or special talents, grants, free money from the government or college, often based on need, and loans, money you borrow and must pay back later.
Many students also get a part-time job on campus. They work maybe 10 or 15 hours a week at the library, at the dining hall, or as a TA. It gives them spending money and work experience.
That's a good idea. Now about food. The dining hall food is okay. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Students often call it dining hall food or cafeteria food. After a while, you might get tired of it, so you might go off campus to a restaurant.
Or you might have a kitchen in your dorm and learn to cook simple meals. That's a good skill. Ramen noodles are famous, cheap student food, but try to eat some vegetables and fruit too.
Good advice. Another practical thing is health. Most colleges have a student health center. If you feel sick, you can go there to see a doctor or a nurse. It's usually low cost or covered by your fees.
And mental health is just as important. College can be very stressful. Many colleges have counseling centers where you can talk to a professional, a counselor, about your stress, anxiety, or homesickness. It's confidential and very normal to use.
Taking care of your health, eating okay, sleeping enough, all of this helps you succeed. Speaking of succeeding, let's talk about the bigger picture. Why are you doing all this?
In your first year, you take many general education or core requirement classes. These are in many different subjects: history, science, art, math. You have to take them even if they are not in your major. The idea is to make you a well-rounded person.
Well-rounded means knowledgeable in many areas. In your second year, you start to take more classes in your major. You might also declare a minor.
A minor is a secondary area of study. It requires fewer classes than a major. For example, you could major in business and minor in Spanish, or major in biology and minor in art history.
And sometimes you start in one major and then change your mind. That is very, very common. It's called changing your major. You might think you want to be a doctor, so you start in biology, but then you discover you love history. It's okay to change.
The college has people to help you with these decisions. Your academic advisor is a professor or staff member who helps you choose classes and plan your path. You should meet with your advisor every semester.
As you get closer to the end, your fourth year is usually your senior year, you start thinking about life after college. Many students do an internship.
An internship is a temporary job, often in the summer, in the field you want to work in. It gives you real-world experience and looks great on your resume.
A resume, or CV, curriculum vitae, is the document that lists your education, skills, and work experience. You use it to apply for jobs after you graduate.
And when you finish all your classes and requirements, you graduate. You participate in the graduation ceremony, also called commencement. You wear a cap and gown, you get your diploma, the official paper that says you have your degree. It's a huge achievement.
But more than the diploma, college changes you. You become more independent. You learn about the world. You meet people from different countries, different backgrounds. You learn to think critically, to solve problems.
You grow up. That's really what college is about. It's a unique, challenging, amazing time in your life.
So for our MotiveX English listeners who are thinking about college in an English-speaking country, or even just learning the vocabulary, what is your biggest piece of advice?
Don't be afraid to ask for help. Use the resources. Go to your professor's office hours, the times they are in their office waiting for students to come and ask questions. Use the writing center if you need help with papers, and be kind to yourself. Learning in a new language is hard. Celebrate the small victories.
I agree completely. And get involved. Join a club where you can do something, not just talk. It's easier to make friends when you are focused on an activity. And practice your English every chance you get. Order coffee, ask for directions, talk to your roommate. Don't worry about mistakes.
Mistakes are how you learn. We all make them. Okay, let's do a quick review of some key vocabulary from today.
Apply or application to ask to join a college.
Major, your main subject of study.
Dorm or dorm room, where you live on campus.
Roommate, the person you share your room with.
Professor, your teacher at college.
Lecture or seminar, types of classes.
Assignment or paper, work you must do for class.
Exam, midterm, final, big tests.
Club or organization, a group for students with a shared interest.
Tuition or financial aid, the cost of college and money to help pay for it.
Graduate, to finish college successfully.
Wonderful! We covered so much today. We hope this gives you more confidence to talk about and understand college life in English.
If you have questions, please visit our website or send us a message on social media. We love hearing from you. Tell us about your college experiences or your dreams for college.
And remember, learning English is a journey, like college. Take it one step at a time. You can do it.
Thanks for listening to MotiveX English. Until next time.
Keep learning, keep growing. This episode was produced by MotiveX English. Our theme music is by Sam Collins. Transcripts and vocabulary lists are available at motivexenglish.com.
If you enjoyed this episode, please tell a friend, leave us a review on your podcast app, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. See you next week.